Hi, welcome to Redneck Ramblings. Today we're going to go over the recipe for the coffee rum that I made. I had a lot of requests for this, so I wanted to show you what I'm doing as I make it again. This is for a 5-gallon batch. You're going to need 5 gallons of water. I'm using spring water that I bought from Walmart. Use whatever water that suits you. Tap water if you want, whatever you're used to using. You're going to need 8 pounds of cane sugar. See, I have 4 bags of that there. I use the dark brown. You can use light brown if you want. I would discourage you from using white sugar. Just make sure you use brown sugar. It tastes different. You're going to need some molasses. I used 2 of these 12-ounce jars of Grandma's Original Molasses, unsulfured. You can use whatever kind of molasses you want. Just make sure it is unsulfured. That's typically recommended for molasses, the unsulfured. You're going to need some coffee. I use this half-pound jar of instant coffee from Walmart. It's cheap and it works. It leaves you with a nice coffee flavor. If you wanted to use a better coffee, a nicer brand, a lot more flavor, you might get a different coffee flavor out of it. I honestly don't know because I haven't tried it. You're going to need some kind of a daddy yeast. For my rums, I use Distillax RM. It's made by Lalomand, and it is formulated for making rums. You're going to need a yeast nutrient. I'm also going to use Distillavite GN yeast nutrient. It's made by Lalomand, and that is a 2-to-1 ratio for the yeast. 2 tablespoons of nutrient, 1 tablespoon of yeast. But that's it. We'll give you one slight word of caution. If you've never worked with molasses before, molasses tends to make a very foamy head. So you're going to want to use a fermenter a little larger than what you actually need, just to allow for that head. I used a 7-gallon fermenter and it worked, but I still did get a little bit of puking out of the airlock. Not harmful, didn't make a mess. It was just in the airlock, but I just want to give you a word of caution. If you use a 6-gallon fermenter for this recipe with these ingredients, you might get quite a bit more puking than I got. But that's it. Enjoy it. Let me know how it works out for you. Let me know if you make it. And if you try another kind of coffee besides that, let me know how it turns out for you. I eventually am going to try, I'm going to start with the coffee that I use for breakfast. And just see how that turns out. Because I have 6 or 8 pounds of it in the pantry upstairs. So I'm going to try that eventually. But for these next 2 batches, I'm going to use this instant coffee again. And that'll work. Enjoy. Have a good day.